Okay, Jensen Robarsh here with Wittenberg Agency. I'm going to show you how to fill out the application. We're inside the house. We've made a nice presentation. The customer has indicated that they would like to apply for a certain amount of coverage. So now get your application out and we're ready to go. You're going to need a few things so that you're prepared and comfortable. First off, blank application. Obviously, always have these with you. Don't be afraid to get it out and open it up. It indicates to the customer that you're ready to do business. Second, keep their lead card available because some of their information you'll be able to use and get it directly on the application from here, which is handy. Next up, you will have written out your proposal for which plan they'd like to apply for. I like to keep this handy because sometimes while I'm filling out the application I forget exactly what numbers we had talked about. So I always circle the one that they're going to apply for so that it's handy. And if I need to put in any other notes, keep track of anything, write down medicines, anything like that, I've got a nice piece of paper I can do it all together. Now I've got my rate book out in case I need to add on a rider, check a different rate that we didn't write on the paper as we go into the conversation. It's just handy to have that. And of course, you need to have your lucky pen. I like the Uniball 207. It's always good to have your handy companion with you. It's a good luck charm. So let's move on to this. I'll show you exactly how you get into the application, how to fill it out, what sections to look for so that you're comfortable when you're with your customer. You don't want to lose a sale because of incompetence in filling out paperwork. You want your customer to feel comfortable and confident in your abilities. So let's take a look at the application and show you how it's done. Okay, we're into the application on page 1. Overall, what you're looking for here is you're going to be collecting 3 signatures over 6 pages on the application. So there's a few things to look for. As soon as the customer has indicated that they're willing to apply for a certain policy, you want to jump right into the application. So the way I do this is I ask the customer while I have the lead card out what their middle initial is. So Maria, do you use a middle initial?
Yes, it's L.
L? Okay, so Maria L. And how do you spell your last name?
O'Neill is O-N-E-I-L.
Okay, and what's your birthday?
It's May 18th, 1939.
All right, and we are at 8812 Songfest Drive, correct?
Yep.
All right, you lived here a long time?
I have
How long?
33 years.
Good for you. All right, so we're in, let's see, Pico Rivera. What's the zip code over here?
92717.
Okay, and then what state were you born in?
I was born in Arkansas.
Arkansas. You still have family out there?
I do.
Good. Okay, what's your social security number?
My social is 562-721-1849.
Okay, thank you. And what's your phone number? I have on the paper you gave us 562-921-6134. Is that right?
That is.
Okay, good. Okay, on the beneficiary. Oh, sorry, I need to get your height and your weight.
Okay, I am 5'2". And the last time I weighed myself, I was 154.
154. Okay. Side note, while you're filling out the application, a lot of times people are uncomfortable giving their height and weight. If they are, just ask for their driver's license, and that'll give them a good way to show you what it is without having to say it out loud. Sometimes a family member's there and they don't want to share their weight, so don't be afraid to get it off of a driver's license, but you have to have that. Okay, back to the application. Maria, on the beneficiary, who would you like to receive the money when you pass on? Who would you like your primary beneficiary to be?
Let's do my son, Albert O'Neill.
Albert O'Neill, okay. He's your son. Mm-hmm. Would you like to have a backup or a contingent beneficiary behind him?
Yeah, my daughter, Susan.
Last name?
It's Perkins.
Perkins. Okay. That's your daughter. Okay, good. So back on the application, the next section that we need to fill out is the plan type. We've already discovered what that is through the health questionnaire. The rider section, we're not doing any right now. Premium mode, PAP means pre-authorized payment. That means we're running it through the bank. That's what we're looking for every time. And then the face amount is what we had indicated to them. So she had indicated she wants $15,000 of coverage, and the premium amount is $75.05. So that's what we're putting there. Next section we don't need right now, and then the health questions begin. And we'll go over these in another training video, but we would have already at this point gone through the health questions with our client to discover what policy to offer. And so we've already been through these. So while I'm sitting in front of her, I'll either indicate the answer to these while I'm asking them, or if it's a clean application, I'll go through and I'll knock them all out like this all at once. And while I'm doing this, I'm telling her, I'm saying, so Maria, what we've got here, these are all the health questions that I had asked you. I'm indicating no to all of them, except for you did answer that you do have diabetes. And so I'll answer yes to that. And to verify, your last 3 blood sugar levels were 118, 121, and 114. So I'm letting the customer know I've got all the information perfect. And then the last thing I need from her is, Maria, what's your doctor's name?
Dr. James Cunningham.
James Cunningham, okay. And what city is Dr. Cunningham in?
He's in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, California, okay. Once I have that, that's all the personal information from the client I need. Page 3 of the Old American application is for the children's term rider. We're not doing that today. We'll visit that later. Page 4 is the agent certification. So I'm going to indicate that I have seen the insured. All answers are correct as far as I know. I'm not related, and I'm not replacing any insurance. I'm going to sign my signature there. Give my agent number. We're going to put the agency name, which is Wittenberg. Agency number is G0. 634. Okay, and then we sign at the city that we're in. We indicate that we're in Pico Rivera, California. The next section down is once we do the telephone interview, we're going to indicate that it's been completed. Just for this video, we're going to assume that it was done and that it was done by Susan. Okay? Then when you submit it to home office, they know what to look for. Okay, page 5. This is going to be the first signature from the customer. So you indicate where you were when you met, what the date was. Today's the 3rd of November, 2017. And you're going to let her know, simple enough, Maria, this is the first signature I need from you. This indicates that you're the owner of the policy and that this is all your information and that it's all correct. That's signature 1. All right, on to the next page. This is the Medical Information Bureau release form. You're going to leave this with your customer. The next page is the conditional receipt. If your customer is paying you the first premium on this visit, you're going to leave this with them. So let's just say they are $75.05. Dated in the city that you're at. Use the date. And then you're going to sign this one again. And this is perforated, so you just rip that out and leave it with them if they're paying their first premium. The next page is the bank draft authorization. This is the second signature that you're going to collect. So Ms. O'Neill, just need you to sign inside that box indicating that we're going to have the bank send your payment off the first week of the month. Okay, easy as that. Generally, we're going to delay their first draft. We'll just say until December 1, 2017. You'll also collect a blank check, a voided check from the customer, and then you can fill in the bank info. Routing number, account number, and policy type is what you need. Date that. Okay, and then we move on to the next one, which is a state-required form, the California Alternate Designation. And you're going to indicate to the customer that, okay, Miss O'Neill, this is the last signature. This says we're going to mail all of the paperwork to you here at this address. Okay, and that's the last signature we need. What you would do is fill out her name here at the top. Indicate what you need to do with it, date it, and you're done. You have a completed application. Next thing you're going to do is wrap up the sale, which I'll show you how to do in another training video. But for now, you've got 1 page, 2 pages, your 3rd page, page 4 with a signature, page 5 with your 2nd customer signature, and lastly, your 6th filled out page with your 3rd customer signature, and you're ready to submit this and get paid on it. So let's show you how to do that.